Hey guys, it's Ryan from the Fargonauts here. It's that time of year again. It's the end of 2017. We gotta look back at a whole year of films. I'm gonna be doing a best of 2017 video, but today I'm looking at the 5 worst films of 2017. Now I have seen 67 movies this year. Dear God, that is so much money. We'll go from 5 to 1, best to worst. So let's go ahead and get started. Number 5, The Mummy. Boy, this movie was disappointing. I love the Brendan Fraser Mummy so much. It's one of my favorite movies. And then to see this piece of shit, it's just disappointing. I mean, there's a few things here and there that I don't mind. You know, the plane crash is pretty good. Some of the scenes look creepy. Boy, I thought Jake Johnson was okay. Like, he had some funny bits. But for the most part, this movie is forgettable and bad. And especially when we get to the Russell Crowe stuff. It's just, not good. Tom Cruise isn't very good, and that's rare. Tom Cruise is usually on point, and this just isn't. This whole dark universe is not looking too good right now. Number 4, Pitch Perfect 3. Now, I love the first Pitch Perfect movie. I think it's phenomenal. Number 2, it's a little shaky, but it's really funny. Like, the jokes are great. The third one doesn't have a good story, and nor is it funny. Nobody was trying in this movie. I don't think anybody gave a shit. You know, Brittany Snow does a fine job. Like, she's putting in the work. There's like no heart. The story is uninteresting. It's not that funny. The songs aren't very memorable. Action scenes with Rebel Wilson's Fat Amy at the end are kind of fun. It's just like, oh, it's like John Wick, but with Fat Amy. And, you know, that stuff works. It's fine. But, god damn, like, Jonathan Lithgow, what are you doing in this movie? Get out of here. I don't know. It seemed like nobody cared about this movie. I mean, I get they made it to make money. But besides that, why make it? Nobody wants to do it. You know, if you're not going to do it right, don't do it. Number 3, The Bye-Bye Man. I wanted to like this movie. I really did. I like the writer, Jonathan Penner, a lot. Mostly from his time on the TV show Survivor. So when I found out he was the writer of this movie, I got excited, even though I'm like, oh god, it's a January horror movie. This is going to be great. And it wasn't good, but also it wasn't even so bad it's good. It was just supposed to be bland and forgettable. There's some really atrocious acting. There's just silly, ridiculous moments. It doesn't look very good. You know, just nothing really was good. You know, I thought some of the shots looked alright. There was like 2 or 3 kind of creative, kind of creepy ones. But beyond that, there really isn't much here, and it's just pretty bland, forgettable, bad January horror movie. Number 2, The Snowman. And in my opinion, the most disappointing movie of the year. Like, holy shit, you have everything set up. You got Michael Fassbender. You got apparently a really good book, from what I've heard. You just got a really frosty feel to everything. You got like a really awesome setup for a good serial killer movie. You got everything you need. How the hell does this get messed up? The first scene, the editing is just ridiculous. You have no idea what's going on. Most of the character motivations make no sense. We spent a whole bunch of time with J.K. Simmons. For some reason, it doesn't really matter. Val Kilmer gives the weirdest / worst performance ever. I don't even know what that was. It's bizarre. There's reports. There's like 20% of this movie that was not filmed. Chunks are missing. They didn't finish filming it. What the hell? This movie was so promising. You had everything you could possibly need to make a good movie. And they screwed it up. It was like I'd heard it was bad, and then I went and saw it, and I could not believe it was this bad. You know, the only points I can give it is Michael Fassbender's trying, and some of the cinematography looks beautiful. That's it. That's all I got. Before I get to my worst movie of the year, I do want to name a few dishonorable mentions. 3 movies that didn't quite make my bottom 5, but were still pretty damn bad. Baywatch, 47 Meters Down, Logan Lucky. Alright, moving on to my worst movie of the year. Resident Evil, The Final Chapter. I don't think anybody will claim that the Resident Evil movies are masterpieces. In fact, most of them are pretty bad. None of them are that good at all. I suppose Retribution's probably the best one. It had at least a good cliffhanger. That was number 5, for those of you who don't know. So that set up, you know, the 6th movie, The Final Chapter, which I was hoping would be good. And no, Not at all. It's the worst one in the series, and that is saying something. Nothing works, nothing makes sense. All these characters, you know, we killed off a bunch for some reason, and then some are brought back for no reason. It's ludicrous, nothing makes sense. You can't tell what's going on. The editing is terrible. It gets really silly at the end. One, like, okay-ish fight scene, that's like the only real positive I can get it. Like, it's not the worst fight scene I've ever seen. You know, we go back to the laser hallway from the first movie, and that should be exciting, and it's just, like, goofy and weird. It's really disappointing, because I was hoping with the ending of the 5th movie that we might get, like, a high note for the last movie in the series. But it's Resident Evil, you know, I should have expected this. Resident Evil, the final chapter, is the worst movie that I saw of 2017. All right, that's it. You know, soon I'll be doing my top. I'm gonna actually be doing it because there were so many good movies this year. I'm gonna be doing a top 10 best movies of 2017. So keep your eye out for that. In the meantime, I'm Ryan. This is the Fargonauts. Peace out.